Hey baseball fans, welcome back to the channel. We've got a major story breaking from Boston, and it involves a Red Sox legend weighing in on the recent blockbuster trade. We're talking about David Ortiz, Big Papi himself, and his surprising comments on the Rafael Devers deal. This past Sunday, the Boston Red Sox shocked the baseball world by trading their star third baseman, Rafael Devers, to the San Francisco Giants. It was a move that left many scratching their heads, especially considering Devers had just signed a massive long-term deal. But now, David Ortiz has spoken, and his take is causing quite a stir, revealing some layers to this dramatic situation. Big Papi's stance, ego aside. Ortiz, a legendary figure deeply connected to the Red Sox organization, has come out in support of the team's decision. This is a significant shift from his earlier comments in June, when he seemed to agree with Devers' preference to stay at designated hitter after Tristan Casas's season-ending injury at first base. At that time, Ortiz said, "He's doing great as the DH. They asked for it, and he's doing great as the DH." However, following the trade, Ortiz completely reversed course. He didn't directly throw Devers under the bus, but he strongly implied that ego and maturity played a role in the team's decision. And his words carry a lot of weight. Here's what Big Papi told The Athletic. "The organization is always going to be there. Players come and go. As a player, sometimes you've got to put your ego aside and understand that once you get paid, you've got to find a way to do what you're told." He didn't stop there, sending a clear message to all young players. "That's a message for all young players who think they turn out to be bigger than the game. I'm not saying that Devers was like that. He's humble. He's a good kid. But sometimes when you're young and immature, you don't realize that." This is a powerful statement coming from a player who spent 14 seasons with the Red Sox, won multiple World Series, and has his number retired. Ortiz explained that he himself experienced friction with the Red Sox during his career but was mature enough to understand and keep things internal. And that, he suggests, wasn't the case with Devers. The Devers drama, a public feud. So, what exactly was the friction with Devers that Ortiz is referring to? It's been pretty public. Devers made multiple comments about his dissatisfaction with the Red Sox's approach to having him change positions. DH move. After signing Alex Bregman in the offseason, a 3-year, $120 million deal with an opt-out, the Red Sox initially asked Devers to play designated hitter. He bristled at the idea but eventually signed off on it. First base refusal. Just a few weeks later, first baseman Tristan Casas went down with a season-ending injury, a ruptured patellar tendon in his left knee. The Red Sox then approached Devers about playing first base. This is where things escalated. Devers flat out refused and publicly criticized President of Baseball Operations Craig Breslow in the process. This public pushback, according to Ortiz, is where the ego came into play. Despite all that off-field drama, Devers actually performed really well on the field. After a slow start, he recovered and was hitting .272, .401, .504 at the time of the trade, taking a career-high 152 ops plus to San Francisco. So, his performance wasn't the issue. It seems his willingness to adapt was. Ortiz was careful not to directly criticize Devers, but he subtly implied that Devers' youth and immaturity prevented both sides from reconciling. He even mentioned other big names known for their strong personalities and disputes: Sammy Sosa, A-Rod, and his friend Manny Ramirez. Ortiz said, "I think it would be easier, if they pay you that kind of money, to go it. Let's do it. But players' egos play a big role sometimes." He concluded, "Once you mature, you understand." Ortiz stressed that in these situations, the team holds all the power. And that's something young players often find hard to understand. Red Sox moving forward. While Ortiz no longer plays, his influence in Boston is undeniable. He signed a forever contract with the Red Sox in 2017 and continues to serve in various roles for the organization. His loyalty was clear when he playfully jabbed at the Giants, saying he'd prefer to play in Boston than freezing San Francisco for the next 10 years. With Devers gone, the Red Sox are attempting to turn the page on what has been a drama-filled year. Despite all the outside noise and a significant trade, The Red Sox are actually coming off a 3-game sweep of the rival New York Yankees and are still very much in the playoff hunt in the American League. Trading Devers will almost certainly hurt the team's offense in the short term. However, it wasn't a white flag trade. The Red Sox received pitching prospects Kyle Harrison and Jordan Hicks, along with minor league prospects James Tibbs III and Jose Bello, in return for Devers and his remaining $254 million contract. The organization's stated reasons for the trade center around a lack of alignment with Devers and a desire to establish a strong clubhouse culture. Maybe David Ortiz was right about giving the team some credit. While the Red Sox don't have the best track record when it comes to trading away elite talent, think Mookie Betts, Xander Bogaerts. This situation seems to have been driven by more than just on-field performance. It appears to be a clear message from the organization about accountability and putting the team first. What do you think about Ortiz's comments? Was Devers' ego really the issue? Or did the Red Sox mishandle the situation? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more MLB insights. Boston Red Sox legend David Ortiz has offered his take on the Rafael Devers trade. Now siding with the team's decision, Ortiz, in a shift from his earlier comments, stated, "You had to give the club the benefit of the doubt." Ortiz suggested that ego and immaturity played a role in the Red Sox's decision to trade Devers to the Giants. He delivered a clear message for young players. The organization is always going to be there. Players come and go. As a player, sometimes you've got to put your ego aside and understand that once you get paid, you've got to find a way to do what you're told. While careful not to directly criticize Devers, Ortiz implied that Devers' youth prevented a reconciliation. He referenced his own career, stating he had friction with the Red Sox but was mature enough to understand and keep things internal. This contrasts with Devers' public dissatisfaction over positional change requests. Devers had initially bristled at moving to designated hitter after the Red Sox signed Alex Bregman, then refused to play first base after Tristan Casas's season-ending injury, publicly criticizing Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow. Despite this, Devers was performing well at the plate when traded. Ortiz emphasized that in these situations, the team holds the ultimate power, a lesson he believes young players often find hard to understand. He concluded with a personal preference, saying he'd prefer to play in Boston than freezing-ass San Francisco for the next 10 years, showcasing his enduring loyalty to the Red Sox. With Devers gone, the Red Sox aim to move past a drama-filled year. Despite the trade, Boston recently swept the Yankees and remains in the American League playoff hunt. While trading Devers will likely hurt in the short term, the team maintains it was not waving a white flag.